Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for allowing me to speak on this. Before I say anything on this subject, help me put this on record that I'm a member on a board of a private deemed university. So let this go on the record. Ma'am,
And I have no conflict.
ma'am, the bill to establish a central tribal university in Telangana under the name of Samakka and Sarakka, there is nothing against this bill. We wholeheartedly, YSR Congress Party, wholeheartedly welcome this bill, ma'am. This will give self-respect education facilities for tribal students across Telangana, ma'am. But before I go into the topic of this tribal university, I want to touch upon the topic of AP Reorganization Act, under which this tribal university is being established. Ma'am, in Andhra Pradesh was divided in 2014 and the AP Reorganization Act has come in 2014, ma'am. Under that act, there are many institutes that were promised to Andhra Pradesh. This is promised to Telangana and it is being established after 10 years. But there was many institutes that were promised for Andhra Pradesh. In the last 10 years, IIT, NIT, IIM, ISER, IIITDM, IEP, all of these universities have been started, but till now, even after 10 years of Reorganization Act coming into force, no campus is working from a permanent campus, ma'am. Also, there's a tribal university that was planned in Andhra Pradesh also, in Vijayanagaram. Till now, we don't see the light of the day of that campus, ma'am. I know this medical college, medical education might not come under the education department, but it is related to you. That's why I'm taking it up. There are 13 new medical colleges that have been proposed by state of Andhra Pradesh. 3 have been sanctioned by, one from my constituency has been sanctioned by union government, but another 13 are still in the process, ma'am. Our Chief Minister has been kept on writing about this, but nothing has been happening, ma'am. Even Regional Institute of Education, which has been promised in Nellore, the then Vice President, then the Minister, Venkaiah Naidu ji, got this in Nellore. But till now, how many ever times we go and meet the secretaries and undersecretaries, they keep on saying it's in the DPR stage. How many years this Regional Institute of Education will be in the DPR stage, we don't understand. So all these institutions, yes, you are now announcing one institution for Telangana, but all these institutions have been announced for Andhra Pradesh in 10 years, but nothing has been moving at the pace it's supposed to be moved. Next, coming to the funding, ma'am. Yes, establishing an institute or a university is a very easy thing, but funding of the institute, making sure it comes into existence is a completely different thing. That requires a lot of funding, and the new ones, giving funding for the new ones, yes, it will take some time, but the existing ones, there was a RUSA funding that was there. There was huge cuts in the RUSA funding in the last 3-4 years, ma'am. There was almost 31% of actual budgets that have been utilized under RUSA in the last 2 or 3 years, ma'am. This is atrocious. These are supposed to be used to actually upgrade the state universities, state government universities, so that they can better facilitate for the students across the states, ma'am. And coming to the HEFA, Higher Education Financing Agency, this is a new thing that the union government has conjured up and brought it in, ma'am. But this has been only given to this funding has been only given to the IITs, and no other institutes have been eligible under this. Earlier, there was a grant that was given to the IITs, but now you are saying we're not going to give a grant. We are going to give a loan to the IITs so that after they use this loan to build up any infrastructure, they have to repay the loan. So what has happened after these IITs have taken this loan?
हो गया बैठ जाइए
Ma'am, I have 10 minutes, ma'am.
5 minutes
Ma'am, I have 10 minutes, ma'am.
5 minutes completed.
5 minutes
So what happened with one example I can give you is with regards to IIT Bombay has taken 520 crore loan. The fee has raised for the students by almost 100% because they have to pay back this loan, so they're collecting it from the students. From the grant, you have made it into a loan. And who is bearing the burden of the loan? It is by the students of this country. So why this loan, this HEFA has been only given to the IITs and only as a loan, but not as a grant? Even not only IITs, why can't it be given to NITs? Why can't it be given to the central universities? Why can't it be given to the state universities? So if the minister can answer about that. And also, last 2 points, ma'am. And when we talk about all these things, ma'am, they say we are going to improve the education facilities in India. We are going to invite the foreign universities in India. That's the new mantra that Union government has been bringing about, ma'am. Yes, there are 4.4 lakh students that are studying abroad in 2021. It has increased to 7.5 lakh students in 2022. It will continue to increase for the next 4-5 years. It has happened in Korea. It has happened in Japan when the country was developing. It has happened in China also. But at some point, it will come back. But the first thing that the government has to understand is, last 1 point, ma'am, last 1 minute, ma'am. The government has to understand is, the students that are going abroad are going not just for education, actually for the lifestyle as well. Government is Union government is talking about Atmanirbhar Bharat in every other industry. But when it comes to universities of this country, they want to outsource the whole thing to the foreign universities. So I request the Union government to relook at it, ma'am. And last point, ma'am, with regards to HECI, ma'am, Higher Education Commission of India. This has been brought about in 2018 so that there will be minimum government and maximum governments. There will be hand-holding for all the higher education issues. That's what was promised, ma'am. But what has happened? In 2015-16, there were 276 state private